Okay, so this is for the pentatonic scale assignment. This is probably what you're going to see if you're in my class and you downloaded the MuseScore file, A major pentatonic scale, and then the assignment folder or the assignment document is right here, pentatonic scale. If you didn't get a chance to watch the major scale slash pentatonic video, now's a chance to do that because it will help you with this very first part, the 4 and 7th major scale, removing that to make your pentatonic scale. That will help you. So watch that video. Uh, Next, we're going to go over to our pentatonic scale assignment, and we're going to start working on number 3, which is these 7 steps right here. So this is what the assignment will look like when you get it. And so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do a little something special to uh, give us some idea of what notes we should work with. So I know the notes that we need to use, but I'm going to write them here. This is not required. You don't need to put this if you don't want to, but just an A major pentatonic scale are going to be these notes right here. We'll come back down. So the reason I'm going to do this is it's going to help me. It's going to help me know which notes I should use and all the options that I have with me. So here we go. I'm almost done. I need E, C, B, and A. There are all of my notes in my A major pentatonic scale. This is not the assignment, so please don't stop here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a divider right here because these 8 measures right here are the ones that I need to fill in. These are the ones that you have to do. I just gave myself a little key here to write my notes that I could possibly use. And you could use this video to help you know which notes to put in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a double bar line here. If you don't see the title over here, or not the title, sorry, but the toolbar, go to your view and go to palettes and look at all this other stuff pops up. So I'm going to drag in a bar line. So everything you want to do over here, you just drag it over. I'm going to put it in between. So now I have my space over here, and I have the measures I need to work with over on this side. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take the instructions, A through G. These are what I need to compose my piece of music. I'm going to copy it. So let's right click, we're going to copy it. And on this first note, I'm going to add some text. So I'm going to click it. We'll put in some system text right here on this note. Double click it. Paste all that in there. Now I'm going to move it down out of the way. So now I don't even really need to look back at my instructions because I put them here on the page with me because that's how I roll. So let's make this bigger. So I have to use all the notes in the pentatonic scale. Here, the first 5 notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th note, which is actually the same as the first, I have to use those 5 notes. A, B, C sharp, E, F sharp, and A. I have to use them. All right? It doesn't matter where you use them at on the staff. That's why I made this key. I could use any of these notes right here, and it would be cool, as long as I use all 5 of the scale. So I have to have an 1/8 note, a quarter note, a half note, and a whole note. Those notes are up here: whole note, half note, quarter note, 1/8 note. I have to use a rest, a quarter rest, and I'm going to show you how to get to that when I choose to use it. It has to be 8 measures long. I was nice enough that the file you download is going to be 8 measures exactly. So you have to fill in all the measures. You can't have any empty measures, or you can't have any rests longer than a quarter rest. Okay? You can't have 2 whole notes, so you can't just eat up time with whole notes. And you can't repeat a measure more than 1 time. So no copy and pasting. So it doesn't have to be super thought out if you don't want it to be, but it does have to use the notes. So let's start here. Let's start, you know what's a good note to start with? A. So I'm going to go over here, I'm going to click this N, which means new note. I'm going to close this palette up, I don't need it. I'm going to start off with 1/8 notes. Why not, you know? And we're going to do A, B, A. And then why not? Let's go down to an F, and then let's do a half note A. There it is. That's all it is. And so you can play it back. It's beautiful. We're going to get this whole part here. I'm not going to play that, but we'll play it. Pause it. Let's add our rest in. So I'm going to click that N again because it means I want to input a new note. I'm going to go over here to where these rests are and click them. So what that does is now I can go to my quarter note, which you probably recognize more so than a quarter rest. I'm going to click it, and that means if the rest is highlighted and the quarter note is highlighted, I'm going to get a quarter rest. There you go. How about that? It's that simple. So let's add a half note in. I'm going to jump up. I'm going to get real crazy here. And I'm going to put, I don't want to rest, I just want I'm going to put an E. I'm going to jump up to an E, and I'm going to do 2 eighth notes. Well, we don't want D. See, I put a wrong note in, so I'm going to just hit the down arrow to get to my C. And jump back up to an E, and then let's do a high A. Beautiful. I only have 1, 2, 5 measures to go, and you can get as crazy as you want. So let's make sure I'm doing everything I need to go. I've used all the notes in the pentatonic scale. So I need an A, B. Do I have a C? There it is, C. I need an E. There's my E. I need an F sharp. There's my F sharp. So my first set of instructions, boom. Now I can use whatever notes in the pentatonic scale that I want. I used an eighth note, a quarter note, a half note, and a whole note. There we go. I can make that smaller because I don't need it anymore. Okay, use a quarter rest. 8 measures long. So let's keep going and filling in our measures, shall we? Because why not? So let's get a little crazy here. Let's jump octaves, because you know what? We can do whatever we want. F, E, E, F sharp, A, ba 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 ba. Let's get a little crazy here. We'll do 8th rest, and we're going to make a little syncopated rhythm. Bum, bum. Ooh, this is going to be fun to listen to, I bet. Okay, and then we're going to end with an A down to an, that's a C, an A down to an F sharp, and then here we go, E, what that do I want now? C, E, A. Okay, now if I look at my things again, 8 measures long. You know how I know it's 8 measures long? Because I filled it in. So I'll make it smaller. No empty measures, no rests longer than a quarter rest. Nailed it. Can't have more than 2 whole notes. Well, I only have 1. Pretty easy. And I can't have the same measure repeated more than once. There you have it. I have created from this measure to this measure my pentatonic melody. Using only notes from my key. Now here's the deal. You can't use the same melody for your homework assignment, but you can use one similar. Just follow the instructions. Use any of the notes from this scale right here, and then just have fun doing what you do.